downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, March 10th. I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Nice to see a little bit of the sunshine out there. Not terribly blue skies, but boy, oh boy, those temps yesterday, any day I will take that. Oh, there's just something about it when the weather is nice for sure. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. On the show today, we've got first, we got our morning roundup with Bob and AJ. Then we're going to chat with Helen Monica from the Simple Life Metaphysical Shop. And then we have Megan Bell and Patricia Leggieri. I'm sorry if I butchered that. They're from Wild Sprouts. I can't wait to hear all about that programming. And of course, then we'll go over what's happening in Frederick. And you know, you got access to that calendar anytime, any day. And I will tell you right now, it is exploding. Our area is exploding with events. There are so many events coming up. This is what happens every spring. That everybody's now going to get in all the things. So get ready to get busy, Frederick. I love it. Of course, when you buy the Good Morning Frederick merch, Frederick Rescue Mission gets the proceeds. You can shop online, promocircus.com/shop. All right, let's say good morning to Mama Cone. My niece, Mia, is homesick today with Mama Cone, so she's going to get Grandma's love to hopefully feel better. Which there's nothing like it. Do you remember when you were a kid, you got to get off of school? It was really rare for us, actually. So, I don't know. I remember watching like all the soap operas and then Price is Right and all that good stuff. All right, let's get our Tuesday rolling.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget Fusion Car Wash every Saturday and Sunday in March. 40% of your monthly membership, if you sign up for a monthly membership at the TJ Drive location at Fusion Car Wash, they're donating 40% to local nonprofits. It's phenomenal. They're so generous. And you got to get over there 8 to 6 on Saturdays and 9 to 5 on Sundays. All right, we call this next segment the Morning Roundup. Kind of keep you up to date with all the news and stuff that's happened over the last 24 or 48 hours. And here it comes.
It's time for the Morning Roundup with Dani, Bob, and AJ Randall. Here to get you caught up with everything you missed overnight on Good Morning Frederick.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Well, good morning to the Morning Roundup team. We got Bob Miller up on Grove Hill Road at WFMD and AJ Randall at Studio 401 on Warman's Mill Court. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm again going to start off with I'm a little upset.
Uh-oh.
I did not get a reminder from my little buddy telling me that I suck if I don't show up.
He was running a little behind today, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I had to fix a bunch of stuff.
Should I send you a reminder?
Yes, that would be good.
I mean, he had a very leisurely weekend this weekend.
I did.
No, very good. We need some of those every now and then.
He was asleep when I got home, and he was asleep when I got up this morning.
Yeah, well, we all know who really works in this family.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll let you two continue to think that. That's fine.
All right. Oh, God, I love it.
Thou protest too much.
Yes, yeah. It's all good. All right, AJ, what's happening?
Well, Dani, Frederick County dedicated nearly 1 mile stretch of Maryland 80 between 75 and between 80 and 75 and Ed McLean Road for Battalion Chief Joshua Laird, who died in the line of duty in 2021, and also broke ground on a new Green Valley fire station that he helped plan. The replacement station near the Maryland 80-75 intersection is expected to be completed in June of 2027. Will be far larger than the current 1985 era station, although there's nothing wrong with 1985. But the new facility is 19,000 square feet, has 4 double pull-through bays, basically space for 8 units, housing for 16 firefighters, plus a training tower, and cancer prevention features like decon space and exhaust systems.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to the new, I think it's called the North Gate Fire Station, which is on Thomas Johnson Drive, and some of the technology they have to keep our firefighters safe and give them a decent place to rest their head when they're working those 24-hour shifts. I mean, look, we've got a robust fire companies here in Frederick, so.
Yeah. I mean, I love our firefighters out there. I loved them when they were volunteers, and now there's a bunch of paid people with more volunteers, I guess. But it's hard to find younger people to join the fire company unless they're getting paid to volunteer. Because I always thought about it, but I didn't want. I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew that if I gone down to volunteer, I was gonna have to wash and wax a fire truck my whole life.
You didn't want to volunteer for that?
Which is part of it. I don't even do my own truck.
Yeah. I mean, look, I can't remember if that was the reasoning for the volunteers. I mean, there are still a number of volunteers, but it's not an all volunteer organization anymore. So,
no.
Yeah.
We were actually, it was interesting. We were talking the other day because our station is doing the 90th anniversary. And there was a one point when you didn't have all the technology that you have, that when we were younger, maybe not you guys, but when I was younger, you listen, all of a sudden you'd hear the fire alarm and you would run and tune to WFMD because they had a service called the fire alarm has sounded somewhere in Frederick County, and WFMD will give you the details, and that's where the firemen knew where to go. They would listen to the radio, and they would say, "There's a fire, at 5966 Grove Hill Road," and that's where they need to go to fight the fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So kind of cool that they did that, and then Jim Gibbons actually was smart enough to make money off of it, to have it sponsored.
Sponsored by so-and-so.
I think it was I was talking to John Fiesler, and I don't know. I think it was an insurance company. If you just lost your house to a fire,
a 1-800.
Don't forget that fire insurance.
That's right.
Oh boy.
The JFK 50-mile ultra marathon organizers say they may move the long-running race from Washington County to Frederick County because Washington County is ending a hotel tax support that previously helped cover escalating police and medical service costs. Race directors say keeping it in Washington County would require roughly $30,000 to cover the law enforcement and medical support, and they're hoping to decide the course by June 1st. They argue that Frederick County route would be less expensive and safer, needing law enforcement coverage mainly near the start by Middletown High School and the finish by Brunswick High School. It's been a backup route for years. If moved, the expo and hotels would shift too, taking a chunk of visitor spending with them.
Wow. What is an ultra marathon?
50 miles. Because the marathon's usually 26.
Okay,
26
right.
and 26 point whatever. So an ultra marathon is 50 miles. So
wow. Yeah.
I mean, it stands to reason why I don't know those numbers, because if I'm running, something's coming after us.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's 26.2 miles, Bob. Because and the only reason I know that is because I see stickers on the back of people's car that say 26.2, and I'm like, so I could cover the 0.2, maybe actually. I don't even know if I could cover the 0.2, but probably could. But.
Well, I've done the Frederick half marathon, and I've actually done it with Dina, and I think Diana did it too. And fat man running down the road. Even though you train, it ain't fun. And I've never seen anybody running one of these things with a smile on their face.
Right, that are happy about it.
They never look comfortable. I can tell you that much.
No.
Yeah. No.
But I'll tell you, Frederick is a running town, boy. There is a 5K almost every weekend when the weather gets nice here. So, I mean, hey, if Washington County doesn't want to do anything to keep the runners there, then we'll take it.
Yeah, well, it's all about the money.
It's all
about the money.
3 Maryland cabinet secretaries sent DHS ICE a letter, a strongly worded one, raising major concerns about converting the Williamsport area warehouse into a detention facility, arguing that the federal notice and short comment window were procedurally flawed, and asking for at least 30 more days of public comment. They say the state can't properly evaluate impacts without the details on engineering specs, water sewer damage, traffic, staffing, and detainee movement. They warn a 1,500-person facility could generate 187,000 gallons a day of wastewater, potentially far above what was expected under prior commercial use.
Boy, they're just looking for anything, aren't they?
Boy, they're just going deep into the book.
Yep. And, we want public comment. If it was a warehouse, you wouldn't have public comment.
Right.
If it was an Amazon, you wouldn't care. If it was, BJ's wholesaler club, wouldn't care. This is just ICE, and we got to find a way because we hate ICE, blah, 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 blah. I love the fact that they went into an ICE facility down in Baltimore, Van Hollen and all these Democrats, and they're like going in, and there was nobody there.
Yeah.
I love
come out and go, there's nobody there, but we're going to keep fighting against this.
Right. Yeah. I love how they said that was like this last minute thing, but boy, they had the podiums, they had all the TV stations.
Yeah.
Boy,
They
don't miss a second.
Van Hollen walked out with a little microphone right there on his jacket, ready to go.
Of course.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Some very sad news. Pennsylvania State Police say Corporal Tim O'Connor, a 15-year veteran, was shot and killed during a traffic stop on Sunday night in West Collin Township. That's in Chester County. Authorities say the driver, Jesse Nathan Elks, who's 32, fired from inside the vehicle as O'Connor approached, then got out, walked a short distance, and died by suicide himself. O'Connor was married, 40 years old, and had a young daughter. Josh Shapiro, the governor, ordered flags lowered at half-staff. Investigators are reviewing Elks' background and motive as the case continues. But very sad there.
Very sad.
Horrible. And this is why, I mean, I tell you, when, when we did the ride-alongs through Leadership Frederick County, you understand why police officers do what they do and behave the way they do, in the sense that they are always trying to be on guard. And it's just terrible. It's terrible to go to work one day trying to keep people safe, and that's what happens. Awful.
Yeah, terrible. In some sports news, first couple of days of free agency, and the stupid Ravens got one of the biggest catches off the offseason. Max Crosby will be moving from the Raiders to the Ravens, and also giving up 2 first-round picks. The Ravens were to get Max Crosby, who was the prized possession of this year's free agency. Dallas Cowboys have been sitting on their thumbs and haven't done anything, while the Commanders re-signed Laramie Tunsil and got defensive help through Odafe Awe. 4 years, $100 million. Awe was one of the top 3 or 4 pass specialists in this round's free agency market. Also, veteran Tim Settle, who started with the Redskins then, and now the Commanders, is back, and a Mick Robertson. So the Commanders are making moves.
Yeah.
In the
So
NFCs.
first of all, number one, you have no clue. Number two, I'm going to send ICE agents to the Redskins facility. Obadiah Awe, let's see if he's here legally.
He has permission to work in the NFL. It's already been proven.
Oh, and then, the Ravens keep getting richer and richer because the Redskins can't do anything. The Ravens they've gotten the most compensatory picks than anybody in the NFL since they came into the league.
Somebody's cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I concur.
Well, I'm just going to make a note. It is March 10th. It is about 5 months until anything really starts, and we've started already.
Yeah. Hey, we've gotten Rashawn Gary.
The Cowboys. Yeah. You guys like spending money, and I was just playing around. You guys got a lot of nice guys, but still, they have to be coached. So we'll see what happens. And then you throw Jerry Jones into the mix. So
Jerry's. Hey, look, I think that I really truly believe that Jerry Jones is going to take a little bit of a back seat here soon, because Jerry wants to win a Super Bowl before Jerry, says hello to the big man up in the sky. Because he ain't getting any younger.
It's nice you think that's where he's going after all these years. But, yeah.
Bob, the ultimate optimistic. I love it.
Your last dying breath, you make sure you get there. You may get a small house made of gold, but you'll still get a house.
Maybe it'll be made of nickel.
Boy.
Yeah.
I want to shout out and say good morning. Christy Wood is hanging out. We've been promoting some of the Wags for Hope events. And Gary Morton checking in this morning as well. I want to say good morning to you. How about this weather? Oh, my God.
Gorgeous.
Oh,
gorgeous. I got my grandbabies coming up today, so life will be good.
They'll be outside. You can
They'll
kick
be
them
outside.
Yeah, get outside.
outside.
Drink from that hose out there. You'll be fine.
Push me on the swing, Pop Pop. Push me on the swing, Pop Pop. Lolly, push me on the swing. Lolly, let's go ride my bike. Lolly, let's go. So it'll be fun. Hey, we're glad it can come up, and it'll be wonderful. So,
of course. Yeah.
Did you hear the strange news today about the Boston lead singer of the group Boston?
Well, I saw that he died. I didn't read much into it. What's happening?
Well, the strange thing is Tommy DiCarlo, who replaced Brad Delp, who shot himself, but it's the lead singer of Boston. But Brad Delp did this on March 9th in whenever it was. I forget when it was, 2007. And then the guy who replaced him dies on March 9th. How odd is that?
Weird. Yeah.
So,
that is wild, though, actually.
If I was, I don't know if Boston will continue, but I would worry about being the next singer Then
But you
March
got-
9th comes rolling around again.
you got a couple of years, but
Yeah.
because of it's, but you'll be fine. And just don't go anywhere. It'd be March 10th, wouldn't it, if you follow the trend?
No, it'd be March 9th. We'd be talking about it on March 10th.
Oh, but I thought one was on the 8th, one was on the 9th. There was the same
No,
day.
they're
No,
both
they were
on the
both
9th.
on the 9th.
Oh, same day. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
just-
that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
that's wild. Yeah. You're gonna want to make sure if you're the next singer for that band that you I don't
Yeah.
know. Get
You know,
some.
to get around to next year. Hey, guys, we're flying to Fiji on March 9th. I can't make that trip. I can't make that one.
Yep.
You got-
I quit.
Well, I gotta say that's a pretty light news cycle for Frederick anyway. But boy, I'll tell you, I don't think we'll stop talking about ICE for any time now. There's a bunch of stuff in the courts going on, federally
Bob,
and locally.
Bob, what did you guys talk about today?
It was a pretty light day.
Yeah.
But we kind of talked about, of course, Brad Young was on yesterday talking about data centers, and we started talking about the referendum that they're getting signatures for. And he goes, it doesn't matter. He goes, the charter doesn't allow a referendum for something like this. He goes, it just doesn't. We voted a charter. It doesn't happen. Now, he goes, if you want to collect names and signatures to make a amendment to the charter to allow this, then that's fine. He goes, but what they're doing right now doesn't make a hill of beans. He goes, even if they go to the court, I can't imagine going to court because who's going to pay for the court costs?
Right.
So-
Interesting. Why would they do this if they just? I don't know. That seems like a lot of waste of time and resources.
My opinion is that they want to be able to show the county council that there are people out there by a whole lot of names that don't want this. And I'm like, okay, even if you get 20,000 names, that's just a snippet of the people
Yeah.
who live in Frederick County. So I don't know what it's going to
10%.
do.
Less than 10% of the population of Frederick
Yeah.
County.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess they, Steve McKay, we're going to reach out to Steve McKay and ask him because I know he's behind some of this too. And I don't know what they're hoping. I guess they're hoping for some judge to sit there and go, yeah, you can do this, but they got to give it to the election judge, and the election judge is going to go, well, great, I'm glad you got this, but the charter says no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, by the way, it was funny. Brad throws his brother underneath the bus because he goes, that Blaine brought in the charter. I didn't.
Yeah, hindsight's 2020 on that one for sure, I
Yep.
think. But yeah, well, we got the local elections and politics is heating up a little bit for the primary. Got a bunch of people who threw their hat in the ring at the last second.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, Rick Weldon, the president of the Frederick County Chamber, posted something the other day saying, "Is it bad that I'm already sick of the political ads?" We haven't even gotten started. They're estimating that Trone and McLean Delaney will spend upwards of $20 million on media this cycle.
Got to ask why.
Yeah, well, money's power. It's power, man.
Yep.
But I just love to know where they're getting that cash.
Well, we know where Trone gets it from.
His pocket.
I don't know about April McLean Delaney, but I posted on one of her sites. She was yammering on about something. And I'm like, you ought to be worried about Trone building a liquor store near your house
Yeah.
because that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
He's going to whoop you. And, and even the county executive is now backing David Trone,
I saw.
other than April McLean Delaney.
Yeah.
No funds
Yeah.
for us for a while.
Well, no girl power on that one, but
No.
again, you wonder what's being promised, what's being, put behind closed doors, and we know how it all ends up. But we will be talking. Look, we want to give every candidate a platform to come on and say, what they're going to do for the city or the county or whatever. But yeah, it's just already
I
we're
know
there.
that you will, but do equal time rules apply to podcasts?
No.
Okay.
They don't actually. Yeah. I mean,
No, but
we will.
I always offer, anyone
Right.
who wants to come. I don't say no to anybody. So,
No,
but
neither do we.
yeah, most often, people who feel like their position is secure won't come on. But
Right.
Well, they don't want to risk it. But
yeah, most everybody else though who doesn't get the time on other stations or in other media will utilize the opportunity. So we'll give it to them for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great Tuesday. We're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back. We've got some guests in studio. We're going to find out more about the simple life and wild sprouts coming up later in the show. And of course, we've got what's happening in Frederick. Have a great day, you guys. See you soon.
see ya.
What makes for a perfect custom engagement ring? Truly understanding the elements that make a ring that's perfect for you. Custom by Colonial. The Colonial Jewelers box. There's just more in it.
Sponsored by Lawn Squad. Quick and easy quote, and you can be on your way to having the best lawn in the neighborhood. Watch the progress as Brian from Lawn Squad brings Danny's lawn back to life. Visit lawnsquad.com. Sponsored by A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, windows and gutters, and they can even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. You can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just tell Sandra that Danny sent you.
All right, we're getting our guest. Helen Monica is in the house from The Simple Life. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Welcome to Good Morning Frederick. Your company is The Simple Life. Boy, I think that is something we're all striving for. Tell me a little bit about how you decided to start this, and then we'll talk a little bit about what we can find when we go shop there.
Sure. So I've been in business since 2008, doing it part-time online while I was working in corporate America. I decided during COVID that I would quit my corporate job and do something I love full-time.
Ah, very nice. Isn't that that's a treat, isn't it?
It is.
Nerve-wracking, but a
fortunate.
treat, I'm sure. Sure. So the stuff that you guys offer at The Simple Life. Oh, did we lose you guys? Hold on a sec. Let me make sure. We froze up. We froze up. So, of course, you can go to thesimplelife.com. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on here. Of course. It is. Well, it's only Tuesday, but hey, did you guys lose internet? Okay, we're going to give them a minute. I'm going to pull her off here because that's just not nice. All right, we're going to. Oh, now I'm gone. There we go. I'm here. All right. I'm going to see if they can figure that out. And real quick, what we're going to. He just shut down. So I'm just going to real quick. I'm going to start with. We're going to let them reboot, which is probably what they're going to need to do. So what we're going to do is do what's happening in Frederick. We'll get on that right now.
Sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza off Route 40 in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers the same great quality food with a drive-through experience. TacoBar1.com or Taquito by TacoBar.com.
All right. Well, I'm going to see if I'm still live. I'm on the phone here. Let's just check and see what's going on. Am I still? I'm still live. It looks like it on Facebook. No? There's people watching. If you're watching right now, can you please let me know if we're still live? Okay, that's all right. I'm just going to do what's happening in Frederick right now. So hopefully we're on, see what's going on down there. All right, thanks. Okay. I don't know. Can you guys still see? I'm looking on Facebook, and it looks like we're still live, maybe? You're still live. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate you very much. All right. They must have lost internet down at the studio. So anyway, let's do this. We're going to do see what's going on here. Look, this is what happens. Live streaming. All right. If you want to be invited to our live psychic readings, which are happening on Friday, March 20th at 7:00, right at Warman's Mill Court, hopefully, all of that still happens. He should be able to actually hook up through the phone. So we're going to see if that happens. But anyway, you can win entry for you and a guest to attend Spiritual Signs and Metaphysical Minds live psychic readings. You just got to text psychic to 888-465-2944. And we're going to let everybody know this Friday, and you can come next Friday. All right, now through April 11th, you can register your child for Frederick American Little League or Frederick Girls Softball. Opening day, I believe, is April 12th. So is that a Saturday? Oh, boy. Oh, no. April 12th is a Sunday. It might be April 11th is opening day. So anyway, you have some time to get them registered. But, of course, practices are going to start soon. Go see Cat on a Hot Tin Roof at Other Voices Theater, located right on Jefferson Street. You're supporting local theater, local actors, the local economy, of course. They're playing March 13th, 14th, and 15th. You can get your tickets at othervoicestheater.org. The Battle for South Mountain is happening at Middletown High School. Doors open at 5:45. This is on March 27th. They're coming back. Brunswick is coming back from a 2-game deficit. See if this third year benefits, everything benefits the Mental Health Association. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. They're popping back in the studio. Let me just finish these last two, and then we'll come back to what's happening in Frederick with what's going on today or tomorrow. All right, the 2-year anniversary party for Good Morning Frederick. The event is up on Facebook. Make sure you RSVP. It's going to be a ton of fun. April 1st, 4 to 7. We're going to have a great time. And then April 6th, our countywide adult egg hunt begins. Still looking for prizes if you want to donate. If you're from a local company and you want to donate some prizes or gift cards. Right now, we got $500 in cash, Maryland Lottery scratch-offs, gift cards to Dublin Roasters, Intense Barbecue, Frederick Flower Farm, Karma's Auto Care, McClintock Distilling. And I went to Orchid Oasis Day Spa yesterday, and she's going to donate some stuff too. That place is amazing if you've never been. All right, here we go. We're going to go back down to the studio. All right. Sorry about that. Of course, technology, getting things shaken up here. All right. So we are talking with Helen Monica, The Simple Life, shopthesimplelife.com. All right. So you were saying you quit your day job and decided to do this full time.
I did.
Let's talk a little bit about that. I know that that's kind of sometimes a little scary, but congratulations on doing it for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was important to offer something to the community that we all need, basically.
Yeah. All right. So this is like a metaphysical, holistic kind of place that you can go. You specialize in items like for spiritual health and home is what you say. So tell me what somebody would expect to find when they come into the shop and the kinds of services that you offer as well.
Sure. So basically the shop is composed of crystals, herbs, tarot cards, candles, incense, pretty much anything that you could think of if you're thinking in the mindset of spirituality. We also offer readings. So we have tarot readings. We have rune readings. We offer different classes and events. We have a courtyard where we also do tea parties and just one-off events and really everything we can think of.
Excellent. And are you from this area?
So I've been in Frederick, living in downtown Frederick since 2004.
Nice.
I'm originally from the Midwest, so moved down here for a different world.
Yes. Well, hope you seem to have found it, I guess, obviously, if you've been here over 20 years, which is nice. What do you love about what you're doing at The Simple Life?
Sure. So I love to provide a space that essentially provides a place for people to reflect, explore their curiosity about spirituality, become a part of the community. Frederick is such a rich community for artists and creative folk. So it's really a great place, very inviting and very loving environment.
Yes. And when did this did you grow up in kind of this sort of environment, or did something shift with you as you aged that you were kind of like, hey, I got to look at these other things?
So I've always been in this environment. My grandmother was a medium, and it's just something that's always stuck in my family. Just always embodied the lifestyle, and moving up, as we age, we really do learn what's important in our lives, and just always come back to the simplicity of spirituality.
Yeah. Are you also a medium, or have you I know I've spoken with a lot of people who are intuitive and have some form of intuitiveness, and they say that it's something you can develop and grow if it's an interest to you. Do you find that that's true?
I do. I think everybody has the ability. I think it's how much you work on it and how much dedication you have to it, and how much you trust yourself and listen to yourself.
Yeah. Now, when someone comes into The Simple Life or shops online, of course, again, it's shopthesimplelife.com. Do you offer them guidance on what the crystals are and how they can help and what they mean and all of that sort of stuff as well?
I do. Yep. A lot of the people who come into my shop are just there out of curiosity. They may not have an idea of what they need or why they're drawn to a particular stone or what they're looking for. And some people come in and they know exactly what they want, and they're in the community. So
yes, exactly. I think it's really great. And I think that, you guys are right at 119 East Patrick Street. It's called The Simple Life. Of course, you can shop online, shopthesimplelife.com. They're open Wednesday to Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. If there was one thing you'd want people of Frederick who are watching to know about your shop, The Simple Life, what would that be?
That everyone is welcome, and that it's really a space to explore, reflect, and kind of follow your curiosity.
Yeah. And for somebody who just comes in, like, I don't know anything about crystals or anything like that, how would you help me to figure out kind of what would be good for me to have around me or carry with me? Is there kind of one that gets people started? I want to say like the gateway to crystals and herbs and all that stuff. Is there something that you would recommend?
Normally when people come in, I hear a lot of stories, and I enjoy understanding where people are coming from and what they're looking for. Typically, people start off with an amethyst or a rose quartz. Those are all very gentle, loving stones, and people, you can't go wrong with them. So they're the gateway.
Yeah. I do love some amethyst. I do love it. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll make sure and keep an eye on your calendar. Helen's got a calendar online that has that you have your special events. You seem to have stuff pretty regularly, whether it's I think Reiki sessions or things like that. You seem to have those are every Sunday, and then what is rune? Let's see, rune reading. What is that?
Sure. It's a form of divination. It's sort of like tarot readings, but
Okay.
it's used stones. So we
Okay.
usually have that on Fridays, and most Saturdays you could find a tarot reader.
Yeah, very good. Well, if you're looking for that, if you're a little curious, stop in. I know Helen will give you the 411 on all things metaphysical and maybe steer you in the right direction or at least point out some things that might be of interest. We appreciate you taking the time today to stop by. Apologies for the technical problems, but glad we were able to get you back on. And yeah, look forward to stopping by and visiting the shop soon.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Oh, absolutely. All right. ShopTheSimpleLife.com. We're going to take one quick break and then we're going to come back right after this.
Sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. Serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank. Anything that you put on your floor, they can handle it. Check out their Google reviews and give them a call today. 301-948-9663. That's 301-948. Wood. Be sure to ask for Jeff Koger or go to atlaswoodfloors.net.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. Pulling for Veterans is a nonprofit that educates the public on PTSD. You can rent one of the trailers starting at just $1 per hour. The trailer is filled with information about PTSD and how to help. Plus, each trailer honors a vet and acts as a rolling memorial. More details at pullingforveterans.org.
Oh, goodness. I got to get myself going. I'm trying to get some names changed on the screen. We got our next guests. It is Megan and Patricia. I'm going to bring them on. They are from Wild Sprouts. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I didn't change that name. Let me do that. How are you guys this morning?
Good. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Oh, thank you guys for making the time and coming on. All right. So which one of you is Patricia?
I'm Patricia.
Okay. So you are a board member for
Yes.
Wild Sprouts, and we've got Megan Bell as well. Welcome to both of you. All right. Tell me, I was just doing some research about Wild Sprouts, and it looks like a phenomenal program. Nature-based, getting kids outside, which we all know is so vital. We never had a problem with that when we were kids, but today it's a little bit different. So, Megan, let's tell me a little bit about Wild Sprouts, the organization, and then Patricia, we'll find out what got you involved.
Yeah. So Wild Sprouts got started, I guess, 3-4 years ago now.
About 3.5
Yeah.
years.
And I'm like, I've lost track of time. It's crazy. But I was actually started as a Tinker Garden leader, and I could see the benefit for my kids. I have an 8 and a 5-year-old, and I could see just like how great it was being outside and how quickly they learned, and how regulating it was just being outdoors. And when I was teaching Tinker Garden, and obviously COVID, a lot more, there was a big push for everybody to be outside.
Yeah.
And so I was a Tinker Garden leader, which is basically like a 1-hour class where parents come or caregivers come with a young child. It's like, I think typically 1.5 to 8 years old. And I could just see a need for something a little bit like longer than an hour. And Tinker Garden kind of, unfortunately, was like bought out and then they got shut down. So I had to start an LLC anyways. And so once that like got rolling, and I was like, okay, well, I'm doing, I've got an LLC, and like, I really would love to be a nonprofit one day. And, I could see the importance of getting kids outside and just how great that was for their bodies, for their minds and everything. So that's kind of the beginning.
That's awesome. And it is quite an endeavor to become a nonprofit, especially once you are an LLC. So I know that is a journey. Where are you guys in that journey right now?
So we actually are a fully nonprofit 501c3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we our fiscal year ends in June, on June 30th. So we are going to end our second full fiscal year as a nonprofit this year.
Oh, very good. Congratulations. Yeah, I do know. I know what that process is like, and the waiting is sometimes horrible,
Yes.
and you're trying to get everything in order. So, you have a board of directors.
Yeah.
What was the determination from becoming a for-profit company to being a nonprofit? What was that decision process?
So at the time, Megan was in LLC still, and I was coming to her classes with my girls, and she came to me and she said, I really wish we could do scholarships. There are so many children and families that cannot afford to get outside and do these things. And so she said, I really want to become a nonprofit so I can try for grants and we can do fundraising and we can get scholarships for kids. So most of the drive behind becoming a nonprofit was how to make Wild Sprouts affordable and to allow it to go to people who necessarily wouldn't be able to afford it originally.
Yeah, and so do you find that the shift to the nonprofit status, obviously that brings on a whole bunch of things like needing to fundraise and writing grants and all that good stuff. How is that going? Do you feel like you're doing what you intended to do with that?
So for the most part right now, we've really established first a board that is so fundamental to us, and they are so helpful. It took a while to get to where we're at. Obviously, it took a lot of learning, and we're still learning as we go. For the fundraising part of it, that is where we're getting most of our support, and just like sponsors and things through fundraising. And honestly, it's been amazing. Just the companies in Frederick that have been helping us, that are allowing us to do events there for free as a nonprofit that otherwise, if we were a for-profit, we would have to pay for the space. So being able to do events to try and raise money has been instrumental just to our program at this point. Most of the funding is coming from these events. We are in the process of really just kind of learning how to write grants. So if anybody out there listening wants to help us write grants, let me know.
We'll chat. We'll chat after
Yes.
the show.
Yes.
And I certainly have some ideas and can help, having been on many boards myself, and event planning and all of that is that's what I do. But I do know it is a big undertaking, right? Because now your focus is shifted really to how much money do we need in order to help a number of kids. So with your summer camps, obviously people can just pay and bring their kids too. And then you have the fundraising is for the scholarships for families who may not be able to afford it outright, or all or a portion of.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the summer camps you guys have coming up. Where is all this happening?
So we are in Knoxville. We are on Hope Valley Farm. It's a 29-acre farm. It's on Israel Creek. It's beautiful. It's like so therapeutic, even for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's funny because I am kind of a homebody, but it definitely gets me out there, and once I'm out there, I love it. I'm very
good for the kids, good for you, right?
Yeah,
Get you out of the house.
But so we have weekly themes for our summer camp. We're pretty much sold out already, which is exciting. And last year we partnered with children of incarcerated parents, and we had a scholarship each week. But each week we have a theme. But every day we're still like immersed in creek and nature, and they're catching minnows, they're catching salamanders, they're crawfish,
all kinds of bugs.
The kids love it. They go home exhausted.
Of
We go
course.
home exhausted. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
that's
just a lot.
literally how my brother and I grew up. My parents had a little farmette with a little creek. We were in the creek every day. We were getting muddy, dirty, being outside all day. I mean, there is something to it, right? And I think I didn't even do that with my own kids. And it's bad. Just how we live now and things that may concern us today that, wasn't an issue, or wasn't as much of an issue, 40 years ago or 50 years ago, whatever it was. So I think it is so important. And some of these at-risk youth groups that you're dealing with through like COIP, and I'm sure you guys will be doing a lot more outreach. Again, we'll sit down and go over some of these partnerships that I think will be really great for you guys. But a lot of these kids haven't seen acres of grass or dug in the mud or done any of this stuff. So we know experiential things are so valuable to kids, that they learn better while they're doing these things. And so you can kind of integrate nature and science and all of that into what they're doing. So, I mean, I think it's a great program that you guys are starting and getting moving. And I know Frederick is going to support it, because that's just what we do here, right? We want to make sure every kid gets an opportunity. So I think it's really, really cool. And the fact you start so young, what has that been like?
So I guess I can chime in on that. So my oldest daughter, so I have two girls. One is 4.5 and one is recently 3. So my oldest, she joined Wild Sprouts doing Tinkergarten when she was about 19 months old. And at the time we really didn't go into the woods or do anything like that. Play in the mud. First day that we went, she climbed on top of a table and just covered herself in the paints and the mud. And I was like, absolutely, we're going to keep doing this. Like, she had so much fun. Then my youngest, April, she was a newborn, and she's been basically just coming to the place since she was a baby. So they love being at the farm. They love the animals. They love Miss Megan. They love all the teachers. And just being outside is just, the best thing. We've been fortunate, at least like at home, to be able to get outside more and do things there. We have
once you open your kids up to it, you better be prepared to find them some outdoor space.
Yeah, so every day we need to go outside. We need to play outside. And they really were exposed to that through going to Wild Sprouts. And so it definitely is an everyday need now to be outside.
So let me just ask this question, because maybe I don't understand correct. So can people just come on their own to the farm, or it is only through some of the programming and things that you do, or people can't just show up and knock on your door and
it's
say,
only
hey,
through
we're
the
here.
programming. Now I do like tours because we have classes for preschoolers and we have classes for homeschoolers throughout the school year. And we do Tinkergarten. I've been very busy. So I'm the lead Tinkergarten teacher. I'm also the lead preschool teacher right now. And trying to write grants and fundraise. So it's been a lot.
She has a lot of hats.
Yeah. So we're planning to get back into Tinkergarten like ASAP. So for spring and for summer. And that's a little bit easier to get into. Just because we also do free classes. We've also been talking about doing like a monthly free class. Maybe we just like pop around different locations. But so people can also email me if they're interested, and I can help them find like the right program. I get a lot of emails every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
what is your biggest need from Frederick right now? I actually noticed when I was on your website, you guys have a couple of events coming up, which we will definitely promote for you for fundraising. I think the one is at Frederick Social coming up really soon, the 24th, I think, of March.
Yeah, so we a lot of the fundraising efforts that we have been doing have been actually trivia events. So we host family-friendly trivia, and we've held a lot of adult-only ones just because they're at nighttime. And so we've been bouncing back between a couple locations. Frederick Social has been amazing. They actually were the first place to allow us to host trivia and just kind of give us a shot at doing it. And then we've been at McClintock a lot. So the trivia that we have coming up, it's going to be on Sunday, 2 weekends from now. I'm sorry, I can't remember the 24th. Is it 24th?
Yeah, I think it's the 24th. It must be the 22nd.
22nd.
Yeah,
okay. Sorry,
That's okay. No.
So that one is going to be a family-friendly event, and we're doing the second K-pop Demon Hunters trivia event. The first one we had sold out, and we had so many people reach out to us saying that they wish they could have been there, or that they would like for us to do it again. So we're doing this one a second time. It was such a big hit. Again, it sold out the first time, so we're really excited about that. And then in April, we are going to be at McClintock doing our second annual raffle fundraising event. So we have been so fortunate with so many donations given to us from businesses around Frederick. It's been phenomenal how many places are willing to give to us in our cause. And the event itself is rooted in the community, and it is a ticketed event at McClintock Distilling, and it's going to be family friendly. So we'll have crafts and activities and stuff for the kids. But then we have, I think as of right now, we have 28 different items that we're going to be raffling off. And these are all just donated things from local businesses.
Yeah.
And, descriptions of them are on our Give Butter site. So that's where we sell all of the tickets. And if you're not able to make the event, you can still do the raffle part of it. So if for some reason you can't be there and you still want to raffle and buy tickets for the raffle part of it, you can. Everything is right on the website, and we're constantly adding new raffle items as we get them also.
Yeah, I love this. Well, we'll make sure and include all the information about your Rooted in the Community event and your trivia at Frederick Social. I think what you guys are doing is great. And I think, it's, the bummer is you can only help or have a limited number of kids, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll spawn other organizations, or you're able to kind of merge together and grow. But I definitely will get together with you guys to give you kind of a rundown of things, hopefully that will help, or resources that I would point you in the direction of that could help you in this process of getting kids outside and growing the organization. So we really appreciate you guys taking the time today to come to Good Morning Frederick. And I know I'll see a lot more of you very soon.
Yes, hopefully we see you at some of our events.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, you girls have a great day. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with the rest of what's happening in Frederick. Now we got to include these great events from Wild Sprouts. Thank you guys again. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Dani. Thank you.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
All right. Let's see. Where were we? We were here. Now we're here. All right. Tonight, the Maryland Secretary of Housing, Jake Day, is at Hood College. It's a free and open event titled How Maryland Creates Lovable Places in Frederick and Beyond. 7 p.m. tonight, live right on the Everything Frederick Live YouTube channel, the Spirit program. This is week 2 of 12. You could go back and watch week 1. First, I really quickly want to say, thank you guys so much. We topped 2,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Our goal this year is 3,000. Now that we have all this great programming, and there is a lot every evening, 7 p.m., Monday to Friday, we have a live stream, and Thursdays at noon. So tonight, 7 o'clock, join us for the Spirit program. It's a total transformation for you, like mind, body. If you're trying to, you just think, I just need a little step-by-step. Typically, this program is $300 and some, and it is free on our YouTube channel. So go watch week 1, and then tonight at 7 p.m. is week 2 with Sharon Price. Tomorrow, 7 p.m., Bites and Bevs, Punch Series, cocktail class with 10th Ward and Maxwell's. Go to 10th Ward's socials for more information on that. The 12th at 6 p.m., you can meet the Board of Education candidates. There's a forum at Sieber Arts Library. I encourage you to go be an informed voter, even if you don't have kids in Frederick County, but certainly if you do, you're going to want to hear what each one of them has to say. At 6 p.m. on the 12th is Last of the Good Old Boy. Actually, I take that back. Oh, no, it is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday the 12th. Typically, it's on Wednesdays. This week, we shifted it to Thursday because of scheduling. But I don't know if you've been around Frederick at all. You might remember Scotty's bus used to be parked right near McCurdy Field. Well, Scotty's sons, Chip and Raymond, are joining Blaine and Billy. I love this show because it is all about the stories of the people who have made Frederick how great it is. And then at 7 p.m., we have our Feel Good Frederick podcast, which is one that centers around mental health and having a strong mental health community. And Sharon Pachenik is the host of that, again, on our Everything Frederick Live YouTube channel. This is why you should subscribe. And every single podcast that we now produce has a playlist. You can watch all their episodes and go back to the very beginning. On March 13th, we debut Spiritual Science and Metaphysical Minds podcast at 7 o'clock. And at 8 p.m., it is Cat on a Hot Tin Roof at Other Voices Theater. We're going to talk about St. Patrick's Day real quick. A lot of celebrations actually this Saturday. But first, you got to kick off your day with Car Washes for Causes. That is at Fusion Car Wash on TJ Drive. Reforge is the beneficiary of 40% of the memberships sold at TJ Drive on Saturday from 8 to 6. This weekend, also 55th Annual Maple Syrup Festival at Cunningham Falls State Park. You got Kegs and Eggs at Rockwell Brewery with live t-shirt printing and live music. 11 to 2 is Race to Feed at Hood College. That benefits Blessings in a Backpack. 11 a.m. kicks off the St. Patrick's Party at Rack Brewing. You've also got at noon, St. Patrick's at Old Mother. 4 o'clock, you've got Leprechaun Luau at the Frederick Fairgrounds, hosted by the Rotary Club of Frederick. 6 to 10, you have Clutch the Future. That's a purse auction benefiting woman-to-woman mentoring at Hood College. And at 8 p.m., Cat on a Hot Tin Roof is at Other Voices Theater. Oh, we have everybody signing? Oh, yes, we do. So we have a brand new, here are the girls, we have a brand new guest wall. And let's move to them. There we go. They are going to put their first mark on. I painted the new guest wall. They're the first ones to go on it. I'm so excited. This is going to be so full soon. And if you've ever been interviewed on Good Morning Frederick, I need to have you. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, they're going to go. They're going big. They're going big. That might be covered up very soon. So we're going to have to get more people on there. But there you go. You got Wild Sprouts on there, and they're coloring that in. So I love the creativity, ladies. Love the creativity. They're lucky because it is a very blank slate right now. But there you go. You got Wild Sprouts on the books for our guest wall. There you go. Megan and Patricia right there. All right. Let's see. We've got St. Patrick's Day also at Benstown at 8:30 p.m. So check out all your listings. Of course, you can check out that calendar anytime you want. The link is at the top of the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page. All right. Want to thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you subscribing. And have an amazing day. Get outside a little bit today and enjoy this weather and be great.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.